All right, shalom everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Please invite your friends, and I know that at this time we will have low viewers as number, but I decided actually to go in many different times, and make it sometime even surprise. Maybe we'll have lower viewer live, but we will capture new ones in different times, and the message will spread more. Same time, still we are doing the work, of exposing the garbage of Muhammad. If you remember yesterday, we spoke about how the death of Muhammad exposed his falsehood as a prophet. I mean, the guy is messed up. Everything about him is messed up. I mean, name one thing happened to Muhammad, according to Muslim books, is not stupid and horrible, like he was being bewitched. The prophet, he imagined himself having intercourse, but he did not. The prophet, he imagined that he had done a thing, but in fact he did not. I mean, this guy is mentally ill. And today we will continue showing you that the mentally ill man Muhammad, according to Muslims, he is mentally ill. And according to Muslims, the Quran is not the Quran, and the Hadith is not, trustworthy. This is not my opinion. This is the opinion of the Abdul. Abdul, they say that, and I know the Abdul will say we did not say that. That's why I have a videos. All right. We are very grateful for your videos. I mean, who can beat the Abdul as the Abdul? And then the Abdul, they will say, it doesn't say that, say pay, right? So yesterday we watched the video of this kid, if you remember. He was explaining how Allah protected Muhammad to deliver the message. And then we showed you that the hadith, the authentic hadith, by the way, I put the word authentic between two brackets, because depend who you speak to. The Abdul, anything is embarrassing, they will make it not authentic. So Islam is a very flexible whore. A whore who work in Europe, she moved to Saudi Arabia. But the whore is still a whore. But in Saudi Arabia, she wear burqa. In Europe, she will wear miniskirt. But the whore still is a whore. So this is how the Muslims are. They are a bunch of whores, and they try to change their uniform to appeal to the audience. So depend who they are talking to. When they speak Muslim to Muslims, they say something. When they speak to a Christian, they say something. When they speak to a black American, they say, you know what the white people did to you, they enslave you. But they will not tell him that Muhammad used to buy and sell slaves. In fact, Muhammad, he favored to keep the slaves over freeing them. The Arab before Islam used to free slaves. In fact, the Arab is the one who captured the African American slaves, and they sold them to the white man of Europe. So they are a very sneaky whore. I will play a little bit of this video here. Actually, the video is short anyway. Let us laugh.
The first thing. So we're saying the Prophet was poisoned that time. Now, Allah says in the Quran very clearly that Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to protect the Prophet. Allah says, O Prophet, deliver that which was given to you from your Lord. And Wallahu ya'asimuka minan nas. Allah will protect you from the people. Meaning, Allah will protect you until you fully deliver the message. So Prophet Muhammad is a human being. His protection extends to delivery of the message. The protection of the Prophet extends to him fulfilling his duty on this earth as a messenger, was to deliver the message of Islam to mankind. Prophet, Allah says in that verse in the Quran, if the Prophet were to lie, Allah will seize him by his right hand straight away. So there is no time of delay of lying or anything like that. So if the Prophet were lying, if they're using that verse, the Prophet would have been killed a long time ago straight away.
Here you see this is why I say every Muslim is a whore until he proves that he is a prostitute. Where in the Quran it says Allah will kill him right away if he's lying? Allah say to all the Christians, the Jews, the Arab, the same sentence. He did not say, I will kill you right away, you stupid idiot liar. Where is the verse in the Quran saying Allah will kill him right away? We mentioned that in the previous video, but just to remind you, we go to the yellow pages of Muhammad. Can we find anywhere it says, I will protect you until you deliver the message? Can we find anywhere where it says, I will kill you right away? In fact, it said, Thumma. Thumma in Arabic, there's a Muslim, he made videos against me. He's an Arabic teacher. He have videos explaining to you what Thumma means. Thumma is a word used for long term, like something will happen long in the future. Long period. I can look for his video right now. All right. Let us find it. This is why we are very grateful for the Abdul. The Abdul always they help me. Switch to Arabic. All right. Maybe this video here. Let me see. Just to be sure, you know. We don't want to play because I don't remember the name of the. I made him angry. I got him busted before. All right, let's see. Looking for the video. All right. So this is the video of this Abdul explaining this word in the Quran, the word Thumma. Not sure why there's no audio.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد.
We have to pray on Muhammad for sure. Listen, they are monotheists, but they have to pray Allah. He pray on Muhammad, and the Muslim they pray on Muhammad. Go. The dead man.
وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
Not only him, even his families too. Like we have to, you know, the whole kitchen.
So inshallah, we're going to be going through the second meaning of Thumma
Inshallah.
in this video. So the second meaning we're going to be talking about is Thumma being used to indicate distance. Distance between two pieces of information without order. So this differs in that it doesn't indicate order. Order is not indicated based on the context and grammatical considerations. And here distance indicates distance in meaning. And we'll explain what this means in the upcoming example, inshallah. So here we have two separate sentences, related sentences, that are joined by the conjunction thumma. And I haven't translated the word thumma deliberately because there is no equivalent of this in the English language. We'll try to find a word that might convey the meaning or part of the meaning, inshallah. So anyway, let's concentrate on the blue sentence and the green sentence and see how they're related. And then we'll discuss the usage of the conjunction thumma. So it says here, أعجبني ما صنعت اليوم. So somebody's speaking and saying, I was impressed with what you made today. So possibly a boss telling his worker, what you made today, I was very impressed with. Then we have the conjunction thumma, joining the next sentence. And the same boss says, ما صنعت أمس أعجب. What you have made yesterday was more impressive. You can see that the sentences are related here. And it's talking about...
So, is it immediately? Is it immediately? Do you see how they lie? So, yesterday, today. I can change the word day, make it this year. See, the word day or year is the same. So you can change. This is about too far from, there's a distance. The Quran saying thumma, there's a distance. And obviously here, like the one who claimed to teach Arabic, he's an idiot, because he said does not place an order. No, it does, because it says here لا قطعنا منه الوتين. Then this is why it says then we are going to cut. So it's next. There's an order. So he's an idiot. He claimed to that he teach Arabic, but he's a donkey. But here you see how the Muslim, they try to dictate the stupidity of the Quran. So this guy, he says, if he is lying, obviously Allah, he says he will kill him immediately, but the verse nowhere says that. Secondly, we mentioned to you that yesterday we showed you in the Hadith how Muhammad, he asked the Muslims to bring a paper and a pen. He want to write for them something, and he said after that, which means after this writing, he will never be misguided. And right away he died after that. So based on the story of this potato, Muhammad was killed by Allah because he was trying to add something to the Quran. He was trying to fabricate something additional. And then Umar, he made fun of Muhammad. He says Muhammad is a fool, is a stupid, is a donkey. He's dying. He don't know what he's saying. If you don't believe me, listen to the Abdul. Yeah, Abdul, how are you doing? Hit.
A hadith of pen and paper of Umar radiallahu anhu. Why did Umar radiallahu anhu deny Prophet a note during his deathbed? As Shias claim that this was to get the control or something and all. Could you please clarify this hadith, Sheikh?
The hadith is very crystal clear. The Prophet ﷺ, on his deathbed, he gathered the companions that were close to him. Among them was Al-Abbas, Ali, Ibn Abbas, Umar, and some others. And he said, bring me a pen and a paper so that I would advise you to write something. He wanted to give them an advice in writing. So they wanted to do this. Umar was afraid. He wasn't sure whether the Prophet ﷺ was in his sound state of mind in the sense, or he was on his deathbed and maybe he was saying something that most humans may say and not intended. So in order for Umar to preserve the deen.
Guys, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear what we just heard? Muhammad in his last days is mentally ill. Did you hear it? Is it me who is saying that? So he's not sounding. What does that mean? His brain is not right. Listen carefully. This is not Christian Prince saying that. You know, let me activate the CC because Muslims, they like CC. They are CC boys. Especially in front of me. How many CC is there? Listen carefully. Maybe he was saying something most humans say. What the heck does that mean? He's a prophet of Allah. And Allah will protect him, as we heard it from the other little Abdul. Are you saying to me Allah now is not protecting Muhammad no more? So he starts saying stupid things? Do you see how they finger because their religion is so stupid? They come with the stories and excuses, and the more they talk, the more they make poo-poo. And we are here to use their poo-poo as a fertilizer in the mouth of Muhammad. So listen carefully what it says. The question is, why Umar denied giving paper and pen to Muhammad? Why you do that? I mean, who is the one higher in the authority in Islam? Umar? Obviously Umar. To the point he can deny a request of Muhammad. He forbid even people to do it to him. So here you notice that Umar is really riding Muhammad. In fact, there is some suspicion about Umar was sleeping with Aisha. He is the Lord of the house. So imagine all the Muslims are around and Umar says, no, don't give him the paper. He's just mentally ill. This guy lost it. That's why in the Hadith it says, قَدْ هَجَرَ. He know his mind, his brain, bye-bye. All right? So for how long? Listen carefully. And don't forget, Asim al-Hakim, the same as this boy here. This boy in his page, he published that he charges $6 a minute. If you want to call him, $6 a minute. Which means he's more expensive. I mean, do you see they are doing charity for the sake of Allah? They are people who serve Allah. $6 a minute. So if somebody, I mean, I don't know who in the world when I call such an idiot. But Muslims are fools, you know. As in the Middle East, we say God, which means Allah, He provide the stupid by the fool, which means Muslims by Muslims. So $600, 60 minutes talking to him. Sorry, $6, not 600 minutes. So imagine you call this guy to talk to him, $360 if you speak to him for 1 hour. Asim al-Hakim, he is a cheaper, to be honest with you. But by the way, this price is updated. This is an old video. I think now is 150 for half hour. So now like almost they are the same price. Isn't it amazing? They are very, you know, Muhammad himself, he will not talk to you in the Quran unless you give him something. In the Quran. But this is not our topic. Hit. Go ahead. Give finger to Muhammad.
Question is about a hadith of pen and paper of Umar radiallahu anhu. Why did Umar radiallahu anhu deny Prophet a note during his deathbed? As Shias claim that this was to get the control or something and all. Could you please clarify this hadith, Sheikh?
The hadith is very crystal clear. The
Crystal.
Prophet ﷺ, on his deathbed, he gathered the companions that were close to him. Among them was Al-Abbas, Ali, Ibn Abbas, Umar, and some others. And he said, bring me a pen and a paper so that I would advise you to write something. He wanted to give them an advice in writing. So they wanted to do this. Umar was afraid. He wasn't sure whether the Prophet ﷺ was in his sound state of mind in the sense, or he was on his deathbed and maybe he was saying something that most humans may say and not intended. So in order for Umar to preserve the deen, thinking that it was possible, which was definitely not possible.
Definitely.
Thinking that it was possible that the Prophet may say something that...
So this guy is saying that Umar is an asshole, excuse my language. Umar, he thought that it's possible that Muhammad will corrupt the religion. But it's not possible that that will happen. So are you willing to say Umar is an a-hole? And why the Muslims, rest of the Muslims, they agree? Because how we know that they agree? Because simply this is what happened. They obey him. He forbid Muhammad from receiving. And then not only that, Muhammad gets so angry and he kicked them all out. He told them, get out of you. Do you see how bad the situation? He kicked them out from the house all. So we can confirm as you heard, Muhammad in his end time, when he is close to die, we don't know how many months like this, but there's no way Umar he come to this conclusion in a second. It must be there's a long period where he came to the conclusion that Muhammad is not sound and not fine. Which mean any verses Muhammad he gave in the end of his days must be invalid because he is not sound. Listen carefully.
Is not in relation to Islam, and that would impact negatively Islam and its preservation. So he thought it would be safer not to do this.
Okay.
And this is why the companions disputed. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ, when he saw their dispute, kicked them all out.
Get out of here, you son of Mutaz. Obviously, nobody respect him no more. This guy became a beef. He's like Joe Biden in the White House. He don't remember his name, according to Omar. Don't give him paper and pen. We have the book of Allah. This guy do not know what he's saying. Even he said in Arabic, قَدْ هَجَرَ, which means he lost his mind. And as you see, Muhammad, he is so angry. He kicked them all from his house. Now, connecting what we heard with what this guy is saying, that Allah protect Muhammad until he delivered the message. Until he delivered the message. But Muhammad could not finish his writing. The message is not delivered. As you see, in his deathbed, he said, bring me a paper, a pen, I want to write for you something, which you will not be misled. This is how important it is. It's not like writing for you a recipe about how to make shish kebab. This was not something to write about poetry, about how to wash your ass. This is something very serious, because he made it clear that what I'm going to write for you, if I write it for you, he's not saying even if, let me write for you, you will never be misled. As you see, and this is very authentic. This is not, but again, by the way, I put the word authentic between two brackets because the Abdul, if you show this video to Fifi, he will say, Christian Prince, this hadith reported by Susu. Susu told Fifi. Fifi told Mimi. Mimi is very well known that he is a sex child molester. He take his wife to the hotel. He take her hamburger. So therefore, he is a sheikh. The other guy, he don't take his wife to the hotel for $5. So he is not a sheikh. So don't accept him. They will find a reason. They will dig, try to find any dust. If there's no dust, they will make dust. So let me write for you a book, not something. A book. See here in translation, they say document. It doesn't say document. It says a book. أكتب لكم كتابا. Let me write for you a book which you will not be misguided after it. Which means this writing is way more serious than all the Quran. And as you see, this hadith is repeated all over, and all of this is authentic. This is Al-Bukhari. Do you see it? And this is the reference in front of your eyes. All of those, look. Al-Bukhari again. Look. All those books, all of this is Sahih, agreed upon. So, the message of Islam will be in that book, which Muhammad was forbidden from writing. By who? By the Abdul. Why? Because he is mentally ill. Is it Christian Prince who says no? No. I just played the video for you. Was Muhammad able to write that book? No. According to Muslims, Allah killed him right away. And according to this guy, if Muhammad is fabricating books, Allah will kill him right away. So Allah, obviously, according to his opinion, Allah killed Muhammad when he said, let me write for you a book which will you never be misled after this, after I write it. which means this writing will save your ass. But this writing never happened, which means the message of Islam never delivered.
Prophet, Allah says in that verse in the Quran, if the Prophet were to lie, Allah will seize him by his right hand straight away. So there is no time of delay of lying or anything.
Again, he add the word right away, falsely, but we will go with it to get him busted.
Like that. So if the Prophet were lying, if they're using that verse, the Prophet would have been killed a long time ago straight away. Now, the Prophet Muhammad said that he is approaching his death, that his death is approaching. Allah informed him. And
Allah informed him, guys. Where Allah informed him? Any Muslim can tell me where Allah informed him? I mean, look how stupid they are. The guy, it's obvious that he cannot go to the bathroom. The guy, he cannot even eat. The guy, he is, I mean, the Muslims are making fun of him, saying that he lost his mind. And Allah informed him? Muhammad himself, he says, I feel at this moment that my artery is being cut off because of the poison I ate. So he is suffering miserably from pain. And we know, we showed you yesterday the hadith where it says, Muhammad, he says, that a person who is a believer, when he die without suffering. Without suffering. Muhammad, he have years of non-stop pain, severe pain, and then at the end the pain became so horrible. And as you see, again, this is very authentic. If you read here in the top, it says, chapter, the sickness of the filthy Muhammad and his death. So now we know that Muhammad, when he died, he did not die, according to Muslims, a normal death. He died from sickness. And is the sickness accompanied with pain? Absolutely. The guy, he feel knives cutting his body inside him. Cut. Cut. You see the word cut? So Muhammad again got himself busted because a believer, when he died, the angel would take his soul the same as they take a drop of water from the kin. You know, like, you know, from a container or something. This is how easy. He will not feel pain. But Muhammad, he died with a lot of pain. Muhammad, he died even, he lost his mind. So look how many things accompany together. All of them is leading to one thing. Muhammad was not protected by Allah. Because if Muhammad's brain is not functioning no more, as Umar said. In fact, we have even incident before that. We have tons of hadith that the Prophet, he imagined himself having sex with his wife, but the fact he did not. The Prophet, he imagined himself doing things, but in fact he did not. The Muslim, they claim, according to Muhammad, that Muhammad was under black magic. But listen carefully, this Abdul, he says Allah will protect Muhammad until he delivered the message. Read it. Was that happening after Muhammad delivered the message? No. This is in the time where the Jews, they were around him. Later he killed all the Jews and he kicked them out. Some they ran away for their life. They were lucky. Some they were captured and killed. So a Jewish man, he took hair from the butt of Muhammad, according to Muslims, and he was controlling Muhammad from his hair butt, and he was able to make him go in the delusional. And yet the stupid idiot, Muslim lantern, he says to us that the Prophet was protected by Allah until he finished his message. What more he can do to a person more than making him unaware of his day, unaware of what he's doing, including even sex. And this is only, not only go for sex, anything. The other hadith says, Aisha, she said that he imagined himself doing something, but in fact he did not, anything. Read it. All of this is Al-Bukhari. Imagining that he had done a thing that he had not really done. So now in this time, Muhammad was receiving Quran from Allah or not? According to many scholars, when I say scholars, by the way, I mean donkeys. There's no scholars in Islam. Anyone who says to you that there's a Muslim scholar, that is a joke. As an example, the Muslim, they have a very famous scholar, they call him Al-Razi. According to Al-Razi, the sperm of man, it comes from his brain. According to the scholars of Islam, the Mediterranean is located in the Persian Gulf. According to the scholars of Islam, there's a mountain around the earth, it's a blue mountain, and the sky take the color from it. So when somebody says a scholar, we talk about what? We talk about a bunch of donkeys. Like, you expect the word scholar to be connected with someone is a genius, someone is a smart, someone is, you know, he know what he's talking about. All right? When we say a Muslim scholar, we are talking about an idiot. Are you with me? Do you understand what I'm saying? So scholar does not mean a scholar. Never, you know, the Muslim, they use same words we use, but they have different meaning. Like a Muslim, he say they are virgins. Muslim women are virgin, but virgin in Islam does not mean she did not have sex. She been effed by 1,000 men, but she did not get married yet. This is what virgin mean. Muhammad is holy, but the word holy mean different meaning for them. So don't be confused by Muslim words. A Muslim, he will say to you, we believe in genie, and then an idiot who claimed to be Christian, he said, so this is the demon? No, this is not a demon. Demon is a spirit. You are ignorant. Genie is a creature. He have a penis. He have sex with Muslim women. And when he have sex with Muslim women, even he make their bushes, which is their pubic area, catch in fire because he's made of fire. A Muslim guy, he opened the door of his wife, the bedroom. He saw her touching herself, and he saw, according to him, not me, he saw a fire in her pubic area. The sheikh told him, A'udhu billah, she must be having sex with the genie, and she catch in fire from his penis. This is the scholar answer. Are you with me? So when we say a scholar, don't assume that we are talking about Aflaton, Aristo, even though for me those are a bunch of idiots who, you know, play with words and philosophy. But just to give you an example, a scholar in Islam is someone he memorized. That's all. Memorize, copy paste. He don't know. You have no idea. He's an idiot. Maybe somebody don't believe about the genie, and you know. No, let me just give you an example what the scholars they do. So this is a website of a scholar, esheikh.com. Another way is scam.com. So those are the sheikhs. Here we go. You know, you call them. You know, you have to pay, by the way. It's not for free. A question, brother. I am married for 24 years. My marriage has not been one that I can be happy about. Many arguments have failed my marriage. About 4 years ago, my wife started changing. I have noticed that she would have been sexually aroused, which I have not seen before, in her sleep. And when I wake her, she is angry with me. I need your help, brother, since my marriage is heading into divorce. Assalamu alaikum. This is the scholar now. She is right in the sense of sexual dream. All right? Like nightmare, or a dream illusion, hulm. From shaitan only. This is from shaitan. In the sense of inspiration, not in the sense that shaitan is affect something. And then he give you the reference, Qadi Ayyad. All right? This is supposedly the scholar. Their scholar is the one who said that. Now the solution. The scholar, he giving you a solution. Recite Ya Wadud 100 times daily to the intention of renewing love. Listen, Abdul, if you have a problem with your wife, you don't like she is sexually aroused, instead of taking off her panty and excuse me, do what you need to do. No, she is horny and you sit in front of her. Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud. Your wife is touching herself. Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud. She is Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud. Honey, come here, please do something. Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud. Okay, Ya Wadud. You stupid idiot. This is how you fix the problem? Those are the scholars. And then, if we continue, the truth, now we are talking, the truth. The truth that it is possible for a human being and jinn to have intercourse, brother. The guy he called the sheikh to solve the problem, he found his wife being effed by a genie. By the way, Muhammad and the Quran said that Muslim women, they can have babies from genies too. Yes. All right. So the truth, this is the truth. No, it's a fact. It is a fact that it's possible for a human being and jinn to have intercourse, which means the demon, it's not a demon, this is a physical being, but he can be invisible, but he have a penis, he have a stomach, he even eat bones and shit. The truth that is possible for human being and jinn to have intercourse, and At-Talabi, this is a scholar, here we go, At-Talabi. The Talabi says, my friend, this is the scholar, mention in tafsir that the meaning, be Iblis partner with their human wealth and their children. This Quran chapter 17 verse 64. Al-Hakim al-Turmudi, here we go, a scholar again. He mentioned in the hadith number blah 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 blah, the story of Ibn Jarir blah 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 blah, narrated from Mujahid that when a man has intercourse with his wife and does not name Allah, the jinn will coil around his penis and he will do his wife with him, and then the baby will be the baby of shaitan. So I hope I give you an idea what a scholar means. Those are the scholars. Are you getting my point? Scholars are people who are donkeys filled of shit and superstitions which make no sense to anyone have a brain. Those are the scholars. Those are not donkey. Those are the smartest of the Muslims. So if the smartest of the Muslims are donkeys like this, what is the Muslims? Are you getting my point? So now you are going to have sex with your wife. And by the way, just to show you how stupid this statement is, because Muhammad was not a Muslim for 40 years. Based on this, if Muhammad have children from Khadija, according to Muslims, all his children are sons of Shaitan. And Shaitan was effing his wife. Are you with me? Not only that, if you don't say this prayer in the name of Allah, you have to say a certain prayer, not only in the name of Allah, by the way. You have to say like a certain word in Arabic. Allahumma jannibni shaytana wa jannib shaytana ma razaqtani, blah blah blah. You have to say the whole prayer as it is. Otherwise, shaitan will F your wife with you. But that means Muhammad himself is son of shaitan, because Muhammad's father was not a Muslim. So when he F'd the mother of Muhammad, shaitan coiled around his penis and F his mother. Are you with me? Do you see how stupid those people? Do you see how stupid Muhammad himself, he is the one who came with this. Did Muhammad remember that his father himself is not a Muslim, and he did not recite this prayer when he F'd his mother? Which means he himself is a son of shaitan, and shaitan was coiling around his penis? So when we say a scholar, we are talking about a bag of shit, full of shit, but this shit is not useful, because shit can be fertilizer. This is just shit with the smell of fart. There's no fertilizer there. There's manure. There's no manure. Manure is good. I pay for it. You go to Home Depot, you pay $10 for the case. For shit, we pay for shit. But this shit is not useful. This shit will deceive people. So when we say scholars, we are talking about a bunch of idiots, starting from Muhammad. Who wanna buy this shit? Anyone? You go to Home Depot to buy shit, to buy manure, so you can have a better vegetables. This shit will do what? Will ruin any human being. So now the guy, his wife is horny. The sheikh is saying to him, oh, the shaitan is effing your wife. You better go back to that topic. All right? Yeah, the genie, if your wife, according to the Quran, as you see. Yeah. Ibn Abbas says that, Ibn Abbas, you have sons of genies, Yeah. Allah Messenger forbid that a man have intercourse with his wife during her menses. Why? Because if you do that, shaitan will do boom boom. But Muhammad, he used to rub his penis, excuse my language. Guys, if you have kids, just please, you know our topic, the shit of Islam. So if you have kids, mute, use a phone, do something. So Muhammad, he used to fondle Aisha when she have her menstruation. Look how evil he is. The guy, he have tons of wives. He's not like one woman, like he's a Christian man, and he is very horny. I mean, even if you are a Christian man and you are horny, it's, women, she will not be feeling good. Why you want to do that? And that would be disgusting. So even though she is bleeding, even there's a hadith that says that the blood was covering his penis. So Muhammad, he fondled Aisha during her menstruation. But Muhammad, he have his own science why we should not do that, because shaitan, they will F your wife if you F her now. In fact, according to Muhammad, women, they have a period. For what reason? Anyone remember what is written in my books? Who have my books? Sex and Allah. According to Muhammad, the reason Allah, he made women have period, because long time ago, the children of Adam, they have a mixed female and male party. Allah get angry. So he cursed the women and he told them, you will have period. See what you do when you mix party? You party alone, you idiot. Here we go. You have period because you did associate with men. Before that, you don't have it. Okay? So Muhammad is the best of the scholars, and those are the scholars. And let's go back to the real scholars who charge you $6. A kid who don't dare to speak to me. Go, continue, make poo-poo.
And the Quran was completed. Allah revealed in the Quran, in chapter 5 of the Quran, and the beginning, first few verses, Allah said, today I have perfected your religion, completed my...
Look what he just did. He just proved to us that the Quran is not authentic. How? Did he just say in chapter 5 in the Quran? Hold on, let me play it again. Let me activate the CC for the Abdul. Abdul are very slow. Even with CC didn't see. With DD still donkeys. In the Quran, in the beginning of the Quran, first a few verses, what Allah says?
This is Allah said, today I perfected your religion, completed my favor upon you. Allah perfected all of the commands, send the religion, the commands, all of the commands of God. Many of the exegetes believe this was the last verse that was revealed in the Quran.
Did he say this is the last verse was revealed? He said that, right? We heard him. Okay, let's go there. Somebody remind me to order a new keyboard. I keep forgetting. All right. So this is the Quran. And this is the verse he mentioned. Today I completed your religion for you. Perfected your religion for you. In order for this to be true, this verse have to be the last verse in the Quran. Right? Because after that there's many command came. Isn't it all the Quran is commands? Like, is the Quran is a book of advising you just to do things, or it is a command? It says it clearly that this day, I completed my favor upon you. Listen carefully. It's about timing. It's about timing. This day, not any other day, I have perfected your religion for you. Is the religion is only the commands? Or the religion is everything Allah said? Ask any Muslim, he will say to you everything Allah said. In fact, I'm going to open my Discord to see if there's any Muslim would like to help us. Just to show you the chaos the Muslims they suffer from. The illusion and the delusion of this religion. And please don't leave YouTube and switch to Discord, because we need more viewers in YouTube, so more people, and Rumble too. All right, because if you do so, then we will divide ourselves to many stages, and there's no need. That Discord is just for Muslims to call. We will call it Is the Quran and Hadith authentic or not? Let us see. What's wrong with this Discord? Taking forever to load. Alright, finally, it'll get in. Am I heard, guys, in Discord? Can you hear me? All right, very good. If you are a Muslim, you would like to help us, get us busted. I would love to. You will receive reward from Allah. Any Muslim? anytime we have a Muslim in the chat and he wanna join us, here we go. Our Discord is open. You are more than welcome to join us and prove us wrong.
Hello,
Hello, hello.
how are you, Christian Prince?
How are you, Hatem? How are you? You still a Muslim, Hatem?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you left?
Yes, from long time ago.
Oh, really? I forgot. Is it because of me or because of something else?
Surely, you are one of the reasons, but the main reason is what's happening in my country now in Syria. I think you are watching and you are,
Yeah, I mean, but
you know
what do you
what
expect? The garbage of Muhammad never savage, trashy people. No, Allah will be happy by killing some Duruz and some Alawi and some very filthy, very filthy. The bloodthirsty Satan God. Yeah. What we can say.
Yes, they are killing people now just for nothing. Just enjoying killing people in very horror, terrible ways.
The
Monsters.
life is full of irony that the stupid Syrian, not long time ago, they want to kill the Jews. The Jews are the enemy. And now they are begging the ass of the Jews to protect them. Is that funny? You see how the world changed? Just a few weeks ago, the same people, they were saying that Israel is our enemy. The same people now, they are begging Israel for protection because they discover that those people don't believe in a country. They don't believe in citizenship. They don't believe in like we are a citizen of one country. They believe only in satanic religion. If you don't agree with them, you will die. I mean, they killed even Muhammad family. Muhammad family himself, they killed them and they tortured them. The caliphate themselves, they've been killed by Muslims. So why they will treat you different? Why they will treat you kind? Garbage cult. Satanic. All right, Hatem. We have a topic, my friend. We have to run. Maybe later we can take you if you want to say something with us. All right? Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? Any Abdul? I don't know how many Muslims leave Islam since I started exposing Islam, but I know that tens of thousands left Islam. But God knows how many. I never heard of them. They never spoke to me. Because those who watch my videos, they will see how stupid this garbage cult is. And then the Muslim, they spend the day talking about that the Trinity does not make sense. But it makes sense that Shaitan have sex with your wife. It makes sense that genie, he will F your wife if you don't say a certain prayer. It makes sense that Shaitan, he play with your anus if you go in the bathroom, if you enter with the right foot and you don't say certain words. The Muslim, they are people who talk about what makes sense. It makes sense that if you kill your neighbor, Allah will be happy and you will go to heaven. And yet the Trinity, God of love and mercy, does not make sense. And then Allah, he say we. Why Allah he say we? Because Allah, he feel more respected if he say we. So are you saying to me that Allah is more respected if he is more than one person? Do you see how stupid? So they attack the Trinity, and then his God himself, he call himself in a plural word, not singular. Allah himself, he don't find it's befit to him to be a singular person. He is disrespected. So he used the statement we. This is how the Muslim explain it. Check it out. You can type right now on YouTube. Why Allah he use we? Brother sister, because Allah like a king. A king, he said, me and we are the king. So Allah, he said that the majestic. Hold on. Allah will be majestic by giving himself fake title. We, but he is not many. He's one as a person. So do I earn the king when he say we, because he's speaking that he is in the name of the nobles, not only him. The king is not a solo. The king in this in the world today, we know before, is not a solo king. Somebody have, you know, like there's a kind of election. Like he is maybe the strongest, he is the richest, maybe the most powerful. So the nobles around him, he's surrounded by wealthy, powerful men. They say, okay, you are leader. You are our leader. This is what so he say we. He's speaking in his name and the name of the nobles. But the God of the Christian, when he say we, he is not wrong, because the Christian believe in the Trinity. We have a Muslim. His name is Art Zion. Can the Messiah fit this mess? Fix this mess? There's no need to fix it, because we believe in the Trinity. This not. If we believe only in one person, then you will say why he's saying we. Then we have to say the same as the Muslims. But because we believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Elohim does not present anything wrong. And this will beat even those rabbis who speak about being God as one person. Because if he is one person, why he call himself Elohim? So you say that your stupid Muslim friends or your stupid rabbi. Do we have any Abdul? Today I completed my favor upon you. We heard the Abdul, this fool, saying that this is the last verse Muhammad received. Did he say that, guys? He said that, right? Let me play it again.
Like that. So if the Prophet were lying, if they're using that verse, the Prophet would have been killed a long time ago, straight away. Now, the Prophet Muhammad said that he is approaching his death, that his death is approaching. Allah informed him.
Informed him, yeah.
And the Quran was completed. Allah revealed in the Quran.
You see, according to the Quran, nobody knows where and when he will die. But now they are claiming that Muhammad he knew. Can you believe the stupidity of the Muslims? They go even against the Quran.
Chapter 5 of the Quran, and the beginning, first few verses, Allah said, today I have perfected your religion, completed my favor upon you. Allah perfected all of the commands, send the religion, the commands, all of the commands of God. Many of the exegetes believe this was the last verse that was revealed in the Quran. That everything now has been given to you. All the information, the message that you're supposed to deliver to the people have been given to you now. So the Prophet fulfilled.
So listen carefully. This is the last verse given to Muhammad. Did you hear it? It's not me who said that. As long it is the last verse, isn't it this is a clear evidence that the Quran is corrupted? How this is the last verse became in the beginning of the Quran? What the benefit of changing the location of a verse? By putting it here, you are making a lot of confusion. Imagine you are reading my books, and then in page number 2 say thank you very much for reading my book. Today I completed my book. And then there's 500 pages after. And then I write for you the end. This is the end of my book. Done. I'm done. Today I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have it chosen for you Islam as religion. So now Islam is complete. And we heard this potato saying that this was the last verse Muhammad received. How in the world, and who is the stupid? He put this verse in the beginning of the Quran when this verse makes sense only if it is at the end of the Quran. Any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan? Mayday, mayday. We have Muslims in Discord, but they don't want to join. The question is very hard and it's tough. And they know they have no answer. Obsessed with Muslims? Tell your prophet. Tell yourself, you Muslim, you pray 5 times a day. The first thing you do in the morning before you clean your ass, please Allah, not like the Christians, the cursed Jews, or the lost Christians. Every day, 5 times you repeat our name. Who is the one obsessed with the Christian, with the Muslims? Who is obsessed with who? You cannot pray to your God without mentioning the Christians and the Jews. 5 times a day, all of you Muslims around the world, you bunch of idiots, and you are talking about obsession? Let us talk about obsession. Allah obsessed with your penis. He promised you an endless penis. What kind of God? He must be obsessed with penises. His favorite topic. Do we have any Abdul? This verse, we heard the Abdul saying, this is the last verse was given to Muhammad. Who is the one who changed it and he put it here? Remember, the Quran says that nobody can, or anyone who do change the location of the words of Allah is doing corruption. If you change the location of words, just a change in location, you are doing corruption. Read it. Chapter 4, verse number 46, chapter 5, verse number 13, chapter 5, verse 41, etc. Read it. They change the words from their right places. They are cursed. The one who do change the words of Allah from their right places, he is cursed. And he had abandoned the good part of the message. This is your Quran. Any Abdul? When you ask, you muted. You might talk about Rebecca. No problem, we can talk about Rebecca. Come to the stage and tell me where it says that Rebecca, she was 3 years old. You Muslims are a bunch of liars. We have an authentic saying that your prophet, he asked for the hand of his future wife when she was an infant. Infant. You know what infant is? And he married Aisha, according to Aisha, at the age of 6, which is 5. Because 6 in our calendar, your calendar, is 5 in our calendar. You want to join? You want to change topic? Cowards. So look, the Quran says it clearly that the one who changed words from their location, he is cursed by Allah. If the Muslim will say Muhammad is the one who changed him, well, he is cursed by Allah. If they say Allah told him, show us the reference. Is that fair? Who is a Muslim want to show me what he is saying? Just to show you that the Muslims are a bunch of, baboon, big butt, full of money from the da'wah business. But the second you put them in the corner, they put their head between their legs and they run. They will debate you only if you are a person do not know what are you talking about. They want to talk about the Trinity. Every Muslim want to debate about Trinity. Let us talk like this little short boy, what's his name? Muslim Orthodox. The Muslim don't dare even to mention his name to me no more after what happened to him last time. He want to talk about the Father only, not about what he said in the video. I said, let us go and see all the video you said. Let us talk about the Father. No, the Father. I will bury you. Let's talk about the Father. Who care about you believe in the Father or not? But we can talk about it, no problem. Cowards. Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. Uh-huh. Any Muhammadan? The Abdul, when he tried to speak about Rebecca, he's trying to say to us that Muhammad is not the only pervert. There's other pervert. Guess what? That does not change the fact that your prophet is perfect. If this is true, you stupid idiot. The Bible says that Rebecca was an alama. Go to your friend Tuiva Singer. Alama. Do you know, according to Tuiva Singer, what he says, what alama mean? A young woman. And she's a virgin. Not a child. Go check it out. So you stupid Muslims, Abdul. The news came to him that his brother, he have a daughter, she is 3 years old. This is not when he married her, you donkey. And then the Bible says that she did not deliver babies for 20 years. So if she is a child, why she is considered to be unable to have babies? It's normal. Have you ever heard of a child delivering a baby? Stupid Muslims. Potato. We squash you here. I cannot grab your prophet from his balls, you know. You don't have any. Now I can prove it. He could not even have one baby. Even himself, he says, I was the most weak person between all mankind in intercourse. And then I invoke my God. And each time I want to F one of my wives, he send me a dish of shish kebab in 20 minutes. And then I get the power of 40 men. And this is after the shish kebab, he got the power of 40 men, yet he could not make his wife have a child. According to Islam, the one who have children is blessed by Allah. Muhammad is not blessed by Allah. According to the Quran, Muslims are cursed and Muhammad is cursed. If Muhammad is the one who command you to change the location of the verses, the Quran says, accursed is the one who changed the words of Allah from their places. Any Abdul? Do you see how quiet they are? Very quiet. This verse alone, by the way, we have more verses to prove. Remember, if you ask any Muslim what is the first verse Muhammad received in the Quran, what you will say? Chapter 96. How in the world the first chapter became 96 at the end of the Quran? So this is the last verse Muhammad received, as we heard. It's in, you know, here. The last verse Muhammad received. It's all the way in the beginning of the Quran, chapter 5, and this is the verse number 3. So does it change the meaning? Yes, because that means everything came out is after that is a corruption. Today I perfected Islam for you. So there's no need for all the addition, if this is the correct location. But we heard the Abdul saying, this verse was revealed to Muhammad according to Muslims at the last day of his life. But we just show that in the last day of Muhammad's life, the guy was mentally ill. Nobody can take seriously what he's saying.
Piece of pen and paper of Umar radiallahu anhu. Why did Umar radiallahu anhu deny Prophet a note during his deathbed? As Shias claim that this was to get the control or something and all. Could you please clarify this, Hadith Sheikh?
The hadith is very crystal clear. The Prophet ﷺ, on his deathbed, he gathered the companions that were close to him. Among them was Al-Abbas, Ali, Ibn Abbas, Umar, and some others. And he said, bring me a pen and a paper so that I would advise you to write something. He wanted to give them an advice in writing. So they wanted to do this. Umar was afraid. He wasn't sure whether the Prophet ﷺ was in his sound state of mind in the sense, or he was on his deathbed and maybe he was saying something that most humans may say and not intended. So in order for Umar to preserve the deen, thinking,
Who is the one preserving the deen? Umar, not Allah. So Umar, he thinking that Muhammad is mentally ill and he is not sound. He's a potato. He doesn't know what he's saying. In Arabic it says قَدْ هَجَرَ الرَّسُولِ. He became mentally ill. Don't listen to him. Did you hear it? So if this verse came to Muhammad in the last time of his life, according to your books, Muhammad is mentally ill. He is not sound and he is not fine. And the Muslim, they reject him to write anything additional. How the Muslims, they come to the conclusion that Muhammad is not sound and he is mentally ill? That will not happen from one occasion. It have to be based on learning something about him. He's doing things is not right. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no way Umar, he just said, oh, he is mentally ill, don't listen to him. It's obviously that he is mentally ill for a while. And we showed you reference that Muhammad long time ago, since he was still young, when I say young, like I'm saying in his 40s, 50s, Muhammad, he is delusional. This is their books. He imagined that he have done a thing, but in fact he did not. So okay, Muhammad, he saw Jibreel. Yeah, I saw Jibreel, he came to me, he gave me Quran. And later we find, not to forget to mention, Muhammad, he claimed that he received satanic verses. And the Muslims, they try to duct tape this story. They say, well, Allah, will not allow shaitan. Allah protect Muhammad, remember. But the Quran confirmed that shaitan, he throw, and Allah will take the satanic verses from the Quran. If we go to the yellow pages of Muhammad, we will find this. Read. Allah will cancel whatever shaitan he throw on Muhammad mouth, in his mind too, not only mouth. Umniyatihi. So did shaitan throw? Yes. How we know? The story in front of you says Allah will cancel it. You don't cancel something he did not do yet. Cancel what? And then we go and read the story. We'll find in the Muslim books that Muhammad, he recites satanic verses praising the daughter of Allah, and he bowed down to them, and the Arab bowed down with Muhammad. And even they said, we never heard Muhammad, which means after he became supposedly a prophet, praising our gods as today. And Muhammad, he received the satanic verses for what reason? What is the reason he received it? Muhammad, he made a prayer to Allah. that he will send him verses will make the disbelievers like Islam. And this is the verses, the daughter of Allah. Muhammad, after he made those verses, obviously he made them up. He noticed that this did not work good. Those who believe in him, they know now that he's a fraud. He started leaving Islam. So he said, oh shaitan, he did that to me. He did not even do it right away. Imagine, like, did Muhammad notice right away that what he have done? No. The story says that long after, couple of weeks after, the angel came to him and says, Habibi Muhammad, what you have done? What you have done? Muhammad says, what? You came to me, Jibreel. He said, no, this is not me. This is a shaitan, his name Al-Abyad. The one who gave you those verses is shaitan, his name is Al-Abyad, and he came in my shape and my look. Can you believe it? Hmm? This is why here it says, if the prophet he wish, any prophet he wish what? He was wishing what? He was wishing that Allah will give him verses, and those verses will make the disbelievers like Islam. So how that is from shaitan? He made the wish to Allah. He made the wish to Allah. And the wish is, Allah, please give me verses will make those Arab like Islam. Muhammad received those verses. And it makes sense. What the verses, did the verses work? Yes, right away the Arab and Muhammad, they bow down together. Suddenly they became worshipping the same religion. Because remember, the Arab, they believe in Allah. They worship Allah, the pagan god. But Muhammad against worshipping the three daughters of Allah. And now he praised their daughters. So now suddenly all they became friends. So the wish here, when it says, like, you know, when it says in the front of you, when he recite, this is a false translation. It says, إِذَا تَمَنَّى. If he made a wish, not if he recite. If he made a wish, each time he made a wish, the wish he is making it to who? To Allah. Maybe Christian Prince is lying. Shall we get him busted? Any Muslim want to get me busted? Does it say anyone who do recite, or it says anyone he wish? Abdul. See how they lie? But did you ask yourself why they are changing the translation? Here in Arabic it says tamanna. Tamanna mean he wish. He wish.
Wished.
Do you see it? Do you see the word wish in the translation anywhere? Anyone can spot the word wish anywhere in the translation? No. It's gone. So why he took it off? Because that will prove that he made a wish. And that wish is supplicate to Allah. And the wish is the satanic verses. Allah gave him satanic verses. I can prove that in a second. Who dares to challenge me? Who of you, Abdul, dare to challenge me? You dare, you don't, who care? We will challenge you and we will get you busted. This is Tafsir al-Tabari. Let us see. I like potatoes. I fry potatoes, but I do it a dry fry. There's no oil. There's no need for oil. We use the Hadith, we use the Quran. You know, there's no need for all of this. All right. This is Tafsir al-Tabari. This is not Christian Prince. It doesn't say that, CP. Huh? The duct tape community, the Mut'a boys. Look what the tafsir says. Read carefully. Read what? Carefully. Let us read carefully. The Prophet, when he saw the Prophet, may Allah pray on him, that his people run away from him, they don't want to believe in him, that hurt him. That they are away from him, they don't want him no more. Because of what he came with. Let us translate this part, because Arabic, Google don't take too much. You know what, I can use the whole, okay, hold on. Let us use Google translation. Part by part. Okay, let us use Google translation. Laugh with me, Abdul. Laugh at the stupid, false, pervert Muhammad.
When the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, saw his people turning away from him, and he was distressed by what he saw of their distancing themselves from what he had brought them from God, he wished in his heart that God would bring him something that would bring him closer to his people. And it pleased him, despite his love and concern for them, to soften some of what was difficult for him about their affair, when he spoke to himself about that, and he wished and loved it, so God revealed. And by the star when it goes down, your companion has not strayed, nor has he gone astray. And when he reached the words of God, have you considered Al-Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, the third? The other, Satan put on his tongue, when he spoke to himself about it and wished to bring it to his people. Those are the exalted cranes, and their intercession is accepted. So when the Quraysh heard that, they were happy and pleased, and they were pleased with what he mentioned about their gods, so they listened to him. And the believers believed their prophet in what he brought them from their Lord, and they did not accuse him of error, delusion, or slip. When he reached the prostration part of it and concluded the surah, he prostrated in it. The Muslims prostrated with the prostration of their prophet, confirming what he had brought and following his command.
See?
The polytheists in the mosque, from Quraysh and others, prostrated when they heard the mention of their gods.
See?
There remained in the mosque neither a believer nor a disbeliever who did not prostrate except for al-Walid ibn al-Mughira, for he was a very old man and could not do so.
So guys, look at this scandal. The Muslims and Muhammad and the disbelievers, they bow down together. Muhammad, he just said that the three daughters of Allah, their intercession is a must. Not accepted, translation is not correct, is a must. The three daughters of Allah. Did the Muslims refuse to bow down? No. So let us say Muhammad is a mule, he's a donkey. And he said something not right. Why the Muslim they bow down for the daughter of Allah? And you see how they corrupt the story? So Muhammad made a wish. Muhammad, he asked Allah. He felt bad because his people, they are distant themselves from him. So he brought to Allah a wish. What the Muslim they say in the translation? Totally different story. They changed the story 1 billion times. Who won the reference? Who won the link? The one I just gave you? Anyone? This is At-Tabari, their sheikh. By the way, At-Tabari, he died because Muslim, they decide to kill him. They consider him kafir. I mean, those people, they kill all their scars, by the way. Anyone who call himself scar, he end dead. Can you believe it? Do you know how they kill At-Tabari? They throw shoes and rocks at his house. He's a kafir. Muslims, I'm Christian Prince, and you fear me because I know all your laundry. Any Abdul from the religion of the fool, he can prove to me that his prophet was not a mule. So he, Muhammad, he made a wish to Allah, not to Shaitan, and doesn't say when he recite. No. When he wish, and I just gave you the reference. I can give it you from Al-Razi, many tafsir, all tafsir they agree actually. Muhammad, he made a wish to the false God Allah to send him verses which will make the disbelievers close to him. Allah supposedly answered the wish. He said, okay, I will send you a verse will make the disbelievers bow down with you. The three daughters of Allah. You see how Allah is so ready? Very ready. Any Abdul? This is Tafsir al-Baghawi, the same garbage. Al-Baghawi. The master of Ibn Kathir and the master of Ibn Kathir. Muhammad, he made a wish to Allah. that Allah, may Allah send him verses will make the disbelievers like Islam and believe in Islam. That was the wish. So Allah sent him the wish, which makes sense. The believer, the only difference between Muhammad and the disbelievers is the three daughters of Allah. That's it. They believe in the same pagan God. The Muslims, you see, when the Muslim, they call the Arab, they call them mushrikeen. What mushrikeen? Mushrikeen mean polytheist, which means they believe in Allah, but they associate someone else with Allah. So Muhammad here, he made a wish, and the wish is made to Allah to make the disbelievers like Islam. So Allah sent him his wish as he requested. This is Al-Baghawi. So he made a wish to Allah. Allah, he answered the prayer of Muhammad by giving him verses saying, worship my daughters. Any Abdul? In Discord we have only 21 people talking about the number. We are, many people watching everywhere. Discord is just to communicate, just to make people allowed to call, the Muslims specifically. It's not where my audience are located. I'm not interested in a chat, programs. I'm here to allow Muslims. Usually I used to use Skype, but the Skype is annoying. Like, if somebody have to call you in the ring, and here is better. Here we can share the screen easy. We can, it's share text with all the group. It's a better way of communication. Any Muhammad? Any Muhammadan? He worshipped the three daughters of Allah, peace be upon them. Anyone? Isa, you are a Muslim? Okay, let's take Isa. Come to the stage, I invited you. Did you change your mind? Who is a Muslim when I tell us why your Quran and your Hadith is corrupt? By the way, I don't believe in Quran being corrupted, not because it's not corrupted, but because there's no point of corrupting what is false anyway. You know what I mean? But for sure, based on Muslim books, as you see, the Muslim themselves, they admit that the Quran been changed and corrupt. According to the Quran, the one who changed location of the words of Allah from their location in the book, he is doing corruption and he is cursed. It's in front of you. Chapter 5 verse number 13. In the same chapter, chapter 5 verse number 3, it says, today I completed your religion for you, accepted Islam as a religion for you. The same chapter. And the Muslim, they say that this verse was the last verse in the Quran.
Hi, sir. Thank you very much for answering all the questions, for your patience. It's very, very helpful. I just have another question. The first verse that was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was Ikra Bismika, yeah? Read in the name of your Lord who created. Now the question is, if the angel Gabriel said to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that read in the name of your Lord, right? One scenario could be that he was reciting and he was asking Prophet Muhammad to, peace be upon him, to recite.
Guys, you cannot hear in Discord? Is the sound coming good in Discord? You don't hear me? Okay, hold on. I will exit and come back. Give me a second. All right, do you hear me now? Is the sound coming good? Am I heard now? Nobody here yet? What's wrong with Discord? Let me get out. What about now? Do you hear me now? Nobody here still? All right, let me close Discord and I will be back. All right? I will close and come back. What we can do? Let us see. Am I heard now? Maybe. Look like still they can't hear me. But what's wrong with this Discord? Let me join the stage again. Am I heard now? Nobody hear me yet? Look like there's something wrong in Discord. I don't know. I mean, I just exit and came back. So obviously, Discord have a problem. What we can do? Yeah, look like Discord have an issue. Let me recite the Quran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Worshipping the three daughters of Allah is intercession is a must. Let us intercede to the daughter of Allah, the one with the big boobs, and the one with the small boobs, and the one would have no boobs. May the daughter of Allah intercede for us and make discord function. Guys, do you hear me? They can hear me. Takbir. The daughter of Allah work. I was joking. Well. So Muhammad was interceding to the daughter of Allah. Can you hear me in Discord or not yet? Maybe Discord, because they keep asking me to make my to make a payment, to partner with them to make money. I keep clicking no. Maybe they are doing that to my server because I'm not taking them money, like same as YouTube or super chat. Maybe this is the case. Because when I log in, I saw this message, do something, whatever, and always I click no. Yeah, I will exit Discord. I will exit and come back. What they can do? Let us hear Zakir Naik enter Discord function.
After him, yeah? But the answer of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was, I cannot read, right? Now, that shows that the angel was actually showing him something which was written. Because if he was just repeating, if the angel was just saying something and was just asking the Prophet to just recite after him, it doesn't require the Prophet to know how to read or write. Yeah, it's just repeating. Yeah, so that means it was actually something written that the angel was wanting the Prophet to read. And hence his reply was that I can't read. Yeah, so, but we know that the Quran was not written, it was later that it was compiled into a form of a book. But the first sentence kind of suggests that there was something written at the first place.
People in Discord, you know what we would do. I'm going to close Discord. Look like maybe they will take long to fix it. Obviously, it's not from my side. I exit and came back. So somebody in the chat, please tell everybody to go to YouTube. We will close Discord for now. What we can do, it's not working. I will give you time for the admins to post for you, to go maybe post the link to YouTube, please, because we will close Discord. It's not working. You cannot hear me, so I will close it soon. I will give you 3 minutes to go to YouTube. And as you see here, the guy is asking a very serious question, even though it looked like nothing. If the angel is talking to Muhammad and saying to him, read, isn't it obvious that he is showing him something? What the point of saying read to somebody and this person do not know how to read? Like, is the angel is ignorant? He do not know Muhammad cannot read? Listen at the answer of the stupid Zakir Naik and die laughing.
So, what do you suggest in this?
Because that was the question, that when the first word was revealed, Ikra, the Prophet said, Ma'ana biqari, I am not learned, I cannot read. So he's assuming that that means something written was shown. It's not a must. For example, if there's a person here, even if I tell him that read, even if I don't show him something, he will say that I'm illiterate or I cannot read. It's not necessary I have to show him something. Fine?
You see how stupid Zakir Naik is? You stupid idiot. If the guy cannot read and you say to him read, and say now you say I don't have to show him something, so he will read what? I mean, who is the stupid here? So now it's the question is very simple but serious. The angel says to Muhammad, read. Shouldn't he show him something to read? Zakir Naik said, no, he don't need to show. Like, what do you mean? He told him read. If the Abdul tried to say he meant recite, well, anyone can recite. You do not need to be illiterate or not illiterate. A parrot can recite. Takbir, takbir. A chicken. According to Muhammad, the stone said to him, Assalamu alaikum. The stone. When he woke, nobody can hear it, but only Muhammad, because he's mentally ill. So the angel told Muhammad, read. The word read means read. So, did he show him something? You don't have to show him something. Look, what do you mean? He told him read. Is the angel is ignorant? You do not know that the guy do not even know how to read. So, this is a proof that the whole story is a fabrication. Allah, because the one saying read is Allah, not the angel. The angel is just saying what Allah said. Remember that. It's not the angel saying that, it's Allah. So do Allah knew Muhammad cannot read? Obviously he don't. If Allah knew that Muhammad cannot read, and Allah he said read, Muhammad should be able to read, because it doesn't matter if he knew how to read or not. It's a miracle. Allah he said read. Jesus said to the blind man, see, he saw. He said to the man who cannot walk, stand up, he walk. Walk, he walk. This is God. So Allah he said to Muhammad read. Still Muhammad, he don't understand what this idiot in front of him is saying to him. How in the world you say to me read, but there's nothing to read and I cannot even read? Zakir Naik trying to duct tape the stupidity.
Even if I tell him that read, even if I don't show him something, he will say that I'm illiterate or I cannot read. It's not necessary I have to show him something.
Not necessarily.
Fine? It may be, it may not be.
Maybe,
It's not
maybe.
a must.
Not a
I'm
must.
asking someone to do something, then I have to show something. I can just say, why don't you read? It's not must that I should show him something. So a person who cannot read may voluntarily come and say that I cannot read. It's not necessary to tell you, okay, show me what to read. Oh, this thing. No, this thing I can't read. So even if you don't show me when I cannot read, then what's the use of you showing me that thing? If someone tells me read Japanese, I'll say I cannot read. I'll not say, okay, where is it? Show me where is Japanese. If
Look how silly they are. When you show me Japanese, did the angels say to him, so read Japanese, you donkey? What does this have to do with this? You see how they are low IQ, and the Muslim, they like the answer. Answer is genius. But the important for us in this is the beginning of the question. He says the first chapter Prophet Muhammad received from Allah is this chapter. Which one? Which now is in chapter 96. 96. This is the first chapter according to Zakir Naik. He agreed. The guy, he said to him, the first chapter the prophet he received from Allah is this. He agreed. He did not say no. Okay. As long as this is the first chapter he received, who put it here? So it's just stupid. Allah said to him, read. Muhammad can't read. Was Muhammad able to read after that? No. Allah cannot be God. Because if God said to me, read in Japanese, I will be, according to the Muslims. According to the Muslims. Not, I'm not saying that now. In their books, in Ibn Kathir itself, that the disciple of Jesus, he told them to go and preach the gospel in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. They said to him, how we can do that, yet we don't speak the languages? He said, don't worry, go sleep. They wake up in the morning, everybody speak in tongues. Notice. Do you see the difference, guys? The Messiah, he made his disciple able to write and read and speak a language they never heard before. They went to sleep. They wake up. Each one of them, he speak different languages. Let me show you the reference. But yet Allah, he said to Muhammad, read, and not only that, the angel, he squeezed him 3 times as if he is a mayonnaise. And yet there's no mayonnaise that's coming out. Only shit. This is Ibn Kathir. The book of Al-Bidayah and Al-Nihaya. Volume number 2. Page number 119. As you see in the screen. Take reference. So the Messiah, according to Ibn Kathir, that the Messiah command him before he go up to heaven to go and teach all mankind to worship Allah only alone, with no partners. And each one of them, he sent him to a group of people. Which group? Let us see. Some in Asham. Asham mean Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, part of Iraq and part of Turkey today. Until the mountains of Zagros in Turkey, all the way to Tabuk in Saudi Arabia, which means including Jordan, including Israel, including Syria, including Lebanon, including half of Iraq today. And the east and the west, there's nothing left. But when they woke up in the morning, each one of them, he spoke in different language, the language which Jesus, he decided to send him to those people.
Before Jesus, peace be upon him, lifted the command of his disciples to call people to worship God alone, without partner, he appointed each one of them to a group of people in a region of the Levant, the East, and the Maghreb. They mentioned that each one of them spoke the language of those to whom Christ had sent him. More than one mentioned that the gospel was transmitted from him by four: Luke, Matthew, Mark, and John.
So look at this disaster. Muhammad, he cannot read his own language. His God squeezed him 3 times, still Muhammad a fool, illiterate. Jesus, who is not important according to Muslims, he's nobody. Muhammad is the most important person. According to Muslims, Allah sent him only to who? To the Israeli. Correct? So why he's sending them to the east, to the west? It says east and Maghrib. Maghrib is the west. The translation is not coming correct. Maghrib means the west. So all the east, all to the west, and all of those who they are in the middle, which means the Middle East. Who's left? The whole world. It says here to call the people, mankind, all people. So when they lie, they say that Muhammad was sent for all mankind. In fact, the Quran says it clearly. Allah, he sent Muhammad to warn Mecca and what is around it only. And this is their stupid book. And why they want to speak in different languages if those are just for a city who they are like in Jerusalem and Bethlehem and they speak the same language? They do not need to learn different languages. Are you with me, guys? Do you see how powerful our Lord? The God of Muhammad, he squeezed him 3 times according to the story, and Muhammad is still, he have no idea why even the guy is squeezing him. Jesus commanded his disciple to go and preach the whole world. They said to him, how we can speak? We don't know how to speak. How we can go there? He said, don't worry, go sleep. They went to sleep, they woke up. The one who told him you go to India, he speak the language of India. By the way, India have 400 languages at least. The one who sent him, this is Ibn Kathir, I'm not saying that, this is Ibn Kathir. The one who he sent to the east, India, China, everyone has been to speak the language of those people, whatever he sent him to. Automatically. He did not go to school, he did not take courses, they never attend any other teaching. They just complain how we can do it. Go to sleep, wake up, you speak the language. Muhammad is God. He squeezed him 3 times, and yet he could not make him speak. So now what happened? Look what happened now. We have corruption all over the place. The Quran verses location changed. This is a chapter number 1, became 96. The whole chapter is being removed. This is a chapter 5. In verse number 3, it says that Allah completed the Quran for them today. Today I perfected your religion for you. When? Today. We heard the Abdul saying that this is the last verse Muhammad he received. Did he say that? Yes, we can play the video again. This day, it's about a time. I perfected Islam being perfect, which means everything after that is not valid because Islam is perfect. So why Muhammad wanted to write a book proving the Quran to be false, by the way, by doing that? And as long they agree that the Quran is a perfect, that Islam is completed, and this is the last verse, and the same chapter saying in verse number 13, remember this is chapter 5, verse number 3, it says that today the Quran and Islam became perfect, completed. There's no question about it now. Completed. You know what completed means, right? Nothing is missing. That's it. But in the same chapter it says that those who change the words of Allah from their right places are cursed. I need a vacation. Okay, invite me. Do you live somewhere like you have a beach and you know, or hunting, so I can do hunt? No, don't tell me I need a vacation. If you live in a Honolulu, invite me to Honolulu. I will go and have vacation. Focus with me. I have a topic. I'll worry about my vacation now. Don't worry, I will have vacation, you know, like I will go to heaven of Allah. But I need to sharpen my penis first. I did not use it for ever. I need to buy a sharpening machine, you know. I have to get it ready. I cannot go there with this, you know. I mean, you have to shoot non-stop. We have to load, you know. Load and load, load and load. Vision, this is a vision of Allah. I just came to you from heaven. Hey, women, are you ready? Yes, we are ready. Open your legs. Why you have too many hair there? Oh, jungles. Oh, the Christians in the Christmas, they say jungle bells, jungle bells. Muslim women in heaven, they say jungle hole, jungle hole. Okay, I got it. Man, you are talking about vacation. What vacation? This is more fun. Making Muslims leave Islam, this is the best vacation. Do we have any Abdul? So look how many corruption in their book. Allah will curse anyone he changed the words of Allah from their location. And we just heard them saying, yes, we changed the chapters and the verses. Not only chapters, even verses from their locations. You are cursed. In fact, in the book of Ibn Mas'ud, chapter number 1 in the Quran cannot be located. Can you believe it? Ibn Mas'ud said, why you want to add to the Quran what is not from it? What he said? Why you want to add to the Quran what is not from it? Am I lying, Muslims? Did Ibn Mas'ud says that? Yes, he did. Any Abdul? Any Abdul? No Abdul today. We tried to open Discord. We did open it, but the sound is not working. You know what we can do. Anything else? They're at the mosque. No, they are excited watching. You know, like yesterday, the Bedouin in Syria, they Allahu Akbar, we will do jihad against the Druze, and they came. According to the news, they say they sent at least 50,000 fighter. How many? 50,000 fighter. They could not even get inside the city a few meters. A bunch of potatoes. And not only that, they refuse to drink coffee. This is the Bedouin, you know, if they make a promise, they will never drink coffee until they do it. So now I want to see how those Bedouin, they will drink coffee. For sure, tomorrow they will be drinking coffee. Just wait. Because they could not do it. Potato. 50,000 fighters, and they say today more thousands are coming. And yet you could not, you potato sons of Muta, enter a small town? Potato. And by the way, the Muslim didn't do anything on Friday. And they do the homework, which means sex, in Thursday. Muslim women usually, they allow their husband to F them only once a week. You don't like it, go and find a new woman. And look how evil. Maybe I should come later and, you know, speak about this topic. Now the Syrian government, which is the terrorist of Al-Qaeda, the friends of Trump, they are cutting water and food and oil supply from the city. You see how evil they are? So they run away from the city, yes, but now they will not allow neither food. Actually, let me show you. This is a Christian priest.
كله موجود ونحن ابواب المطرح هلا معكم جميعا نقطة أنا بحب احكي فيها.
One of the funny things about the Christians in the Middle East, they are still using the stupid word Allah since the Muslim occupation. This is why God never receive your prayer, because you say the wrong word for the God. Teach yourself.
اليوم أول نقطة إن نحن بالرغم من كل الأحداث اللي مرت فيها السويداء نحن بقينا هنا.
So he's saying, regardless of all what's happening, we as a Christian, we are not leaving. We are staying here.
وبإذن الله بكون.
Again, he repeat Allah.
بالرغم من كل الشدة اللي مررنا فيها وعن مر فيها وما بعرف إلى متى ستنتهي. هيدا نحن تمنا على رعاية أبنائنا وبقصد أبنائنا وأهلنا من كل إنسان مقيم في هالمحافظة. عشان هيك نحن بين شعبنا بين أهلنا على تنسيق مباشر مع وجهاء السويداء.
Anyway, just to make it short, they are blocking all food, all supply from no water, since 6 days. They are under siege. 6 days, no water, no food, no electricity. And this bishop, his name is Antonius, Sad, from the city of Suwaida. What is the Pope? You know, the Israeli army yesterday, they hit a church. Usually this can happen if there is somebody in the church from Hamas, because they force them to go inside for protection. I don't know what happened. It might be, this is the reason the Israeli hit, it might be somebody from the family of Tuiva Singer. He hit the Christians. It's possible. We know how Tuiva Singer, how filthy he is. So it might be somebody like Tuiva Singer. He said, let us shoot the Christian church. Netanyahu, he apologized. He said, we will investigate what happened. Trump, he called immediately. How come Trump, he don't see what's happening to the Christians there? How come Trump never opened his mouth for the churches are burned in Syria? Christians being killed in 24 in one attack. Hundreds in one attack. Christian without food, without supply, without electricity. Where is Marco Rubio? So a rocket from Israel hit a church in Gaza. The Pope, he talk, suddenly he have a tongue. Trump, he talk, he have a tongue. The media, everybody speaking, they have tongues. Look what's happening here. No tongues. No food, no electricity, no water. So those people now, they will eat from what they have in their stored in their houses. But for how long? And you need water. I mean, you can store food if they store food, but can you store for how long water? Especially those areas are very dry. This is not like Indonesia or Hawaii. Garbage come, garbage go. And you Christians in the Middle East, stop using the word Allah. Shame on you. If you want God to listen to you, to save you from those filthy, don't pray to Allah. Never mention the word Allah. Shame on you. The second Israel do something, the whole world they talk. If the Muslims, Islamists are killing the Christian, robbing, raping, burning churches, mute. Trump, he did not. I mean, this guy, he feared Trump because he need him badly, the head of Al-Qaeda. In fact, the news says that Trump is the one who forced Israel to stop attacking the terrorists of Syria in that city. He forced them to stop. Why? He received a call from the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. He didn't want to make his friend, the one who pay a lot of money, upset. Right? Sick. Very sick. CP because they live in Arabic language land? No, this is not the reason. This is not the reason. What does that have to do with speaking Arabic land? First of all, those are not Arab. Did you see his name? Astaphanius. That is a Greek word. Do they even look like Arab? So, since the occupation of the Muslims came, they forced them to use that word. They forced them. I mean, they are killing them without, even when they are using it. So they forced them, you cannot pray, you cannot say any other word. You want to speak about God, you say Allah, otherwise we will kill you. And by time, they adopt. So now it's part of the tradition, the culture. A Christian person, he speaks to other person, he say Allah. I don't. They occupy you. You see, Jesus said, fear not those who destroy your body, your flesh, but those who destroy your soul, your spirit. And if you want God to listen to your prayer, you have to call him by his name, not by the name of the pagan god. You are praying, even though your heart, you don't mean that pagan god. But you have to use, I understand that they are using it to say God. I understand, they don't mean the God of Islam. I understand. But that does not solve the problem. Still, it's wrong. They are blocking people for disagreement. Okay, tell me, my friend, what is the disagreement you said and they blocked you for it? Can you tell me, please? And admins don't block people for disagreement. So what the point of being here if somebody he disagree and we block him? So why we are calling people to call me and debate me? Why we are here? Are we Abdul? Somebody don't agree with us, we eliminate him. If somebody using filthy language, this is a different story. There's two things I agree to block anyone. Somebody coming in his pictures, in his icon, in his YouTube, or whatever it is, using filthy pictures, like a naked woman or a woman wearing a panty, block him. You do not need my permission, even if he said nothing, even if he just said hi. Other person who is using very filthy language. Otherwise, a person, you go check all my YouTube videos, a Muslim disagree with me, what I do? Be my witness. I go and I pin his message. Is that true? I pin it not only I pin it, which means I want everybody to see what he said. Is that true? Like if we go in the last video of mine, let me check out. And the funny is, after I pin the Muslim comment, what he do the potato, he feel ashamed and then he delete the comment. I just pin your comment, you potato, why you take it off? That's what they do, because simply they are ashamed. Huh? See, the guy I pinned his comment in the previous video, he deleted. I did pin it in the top, he took it off because I cooked him in the answer. Potato, tomato. So listen carefully. The Muslim Quran is full of corruption. According to Muslims, Ibn Mas'ud, he refused the chapter of Al-Fatiha. He said, why you want to add to Al-Fatiha what is not to the Quran, which is not from the Quran? In fact, we can show you more reference. As an example, in the book of Ibn Mas'ud, if we go to this verse as an example, not limited, and the sun run to its fixed course. Chapter 36, verse number 38. This is in the Quran of Hafs. And by the way, Hafs is known by Muslims. According to Muslims, he is a thief, he's a liar, he's a fraud. Yet they take the Quran from Hafs. Hafs, who came 200 years after Muhammad. He is the one who gave Muslims the Quran, not Uthman. But in the book of Ibn Mas'ud, the sun does not run to a fixed course. You see the difference? Here in this Quran, the sun runs to a fixed course. In the book of Ibn Mas'ud, the sun does not run to a fixed course. Which one? Muslims, which one? Huh? It can't be both. One says it doesn't run, One it says is run. Which one? They say to you different reading does not change the meaning. What do you mean doesn't change? It changes the meaning, everything. One it says it run, it move every day, and the other one says no, it doesn't. It's obvious that the meaning is the opposition of each other. It can't be the same. And the sun, you know, I'm trying to show you. I can read it. The Muslim, what the Muslim they would do, they will say to you, you are taking things out of context. There's no context here. The Quran is not even connected to each other. As you see, chapter 5, verse number 3 says, today I completed your Quran for you, completed Islam for you. But this is a verse should be at the end, so it makes sense only at the end. It's you who make it out of sense. So if we go here, you read all the verses before and the interpretation, and then you arrive, you will see nothing change. Still is stupid. You can read all the verses before, all the verses after, and read the interpretation. You will see it is still the same stupidity. One verse says that the sun run to a fixed course in one Quran, and the other verse says, and the sun does not run. والشمس تجري لا مستقر لها. لمستقر لها لا مستقر لها. الشمس لا تجري. Which one? Read carefully. In the recitation of Ibn Mas'ud, let me zoom in, and Ibn Abbas, not only Ibn Mas'ud, even the Quran of Ibn Abbas, which Muhammad he prayed to Allah. Ibn Mas'ud is named by Muhammad that take the Quran from Ibn Mas'ud. He did not, the four names Muhammad he mentioned to take the Quran from, none of them is those who the Quran, the Muslim today, they approve have. So imagine Muhammad, and by the way, why four? He's trying to copy Jesus? Why four? Why not five? So he said take the Quran from four. He named four names. None of them is those the Muslim recite the Quran from. They took wrong names. So Ibn Mas'ud is named by Muhammad. Ibn Abbas, Allah, Prophet, supposedly he prayed to Allah, asking him to make him the guide of the Islam, the scholar, Hibrul Ummah. He is the ink of scholarship. Allah prayed, Muhammad he prayed to Allah to make him. Did Allah refuse? Both of them they say that the sun does not run to a fixed course. Do you see it? But the Quran they have in their hands, the most popular, it says the sun runs to a fixed course. As you see. And the fixed course is under the throne. And the sun runs on its fixed course. So one it says runs to a fixed course, the other one says does not run to a fixed course. Which one? And then they saw us, brother, the Quran is preserved, brother. And then we can find tons of stories. I mean, it's endless. Any Abdul? I want to convert to Islam. I want to go to the hotel. I want to switch to be a da'wah guy. If there's any Muslim women would like to go with me in the hotel, hamburger marriage. We meet in the hotel only. I'm seriously convinced. Anyone? This is the religion of Allah. Muslim women, they wear hijab. They are so decent. But in the hotel, their legs is wide open. Any Abdul? Hello? Hello to Hotel California? Hello? Yes, can I talk to Hotel California? Christian Prince, first of all, you stupid idiot. I am in Indonesia and you're calling me. Zakir Naik, I called California, Hotel California. What are you doing there? Christian Prince, first of all, I am not in Hotel California. Abdul, I called Hotel California. It says this is the number. So you are there. Christian Prince, first of all, you are very ignorant. They moved the hotel. They moved the number of California to Pakistan, Indonesia. Christian Prince, everything is possible with Allah. Can Allah have a son? No, he cannot have a son. So everything is possible with Allah? Potatoes. Zakir Naik in the Hotel California with who? With the wife of Mimi Hijab or the wife of Mimi Dawah? Doing Dawah, huh? Let us do Dawah. Come to me. This is what Dawah mean, by the way. Come. Come, but in this case with you, not O. Come. Are you coming? Any Abdul from the coming religion? Huh? All right, I think we have enough. Now, I went early today, and we don't have a big audience, like we don't even have 1,000, but it's okay. The important is the message. I hope you guys taking reference and learning, and share those videos, because we show proofs and reference. We are not making speeches. Speeches is talk is cheap, right? Talk is cheap. Not with the Christian Prince. Whatever he say, he will prove it to you. We don't say things. We prove it. We show it from their books. So if we go right now, the Hadith, and you ask any Muslim, the Muslim, they have 10,000 videos speaking about weak Hadith. That means the books of Hadith are corrupt. We cannot take it in any way, in any mean. In fact, there's a new video of Yasser Qadhi. I don't know how many of you saw it. He mentioned that Hadith is not to take, it's not true. It's fiction. Nobody in the field of academy will consider the Hadith. You cannot consider it. And this is supposedly, according to them, this guy is a sheikh. So I don't know what is sheikh about him. He's shaky sheikh.
Nobody in the academy affirms the Muslim Sunni science of Hadith. Nobody. It is considered to be completely discredited. I'm just...
And look, this woman, she agreed. Turkey. Shake your head again. Shake your head again. Okay.
Nobody in the academy affirms the Muslim Sunni science of Hadith.
It's a piece of shit. Nobody can agree with it, yeah? And then this is their scholars. He is confirming how much messed up Islam is in the Quran. Listen carefully.
So if somebody were to say, how can we believe these ahadith when Google Earth has mapped the whole world? We can zoom in and see everything around us, and there is no massive land hidden from mankind. The response is, Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allahu a'lam. If we believe in the ahadith, This is what the ahadith tell us. This is what the ahadith tell us. And there's a simple rule that Ibn Taymiyyah mentions. Memorize this rule. The Quran...
Look, he's not saying the Prophet said they follow Ibn Taymiyyah. Who is Ibn Taymiyyah? It's a piece of shit. Who is this guy? They don't follow the Prophet said, Allah said. No, they follow Ibn Taymiyyah, the son of potato, the son of tomato. But the Quran says, those who follow their gods, they make their rabbis and monks as gods, which means they take their command instead of Allah and the Messiah. So, who the Muslim they follow? Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Kathir. They don't follow Muhammad. Muhammad, he said the sun set in murky water. They go and say, let us read the interpretation. It appeared to be for him. Like where it says appear. In order for me to be a scholar, I have to show you where I get this from. Even Muhammad himself in the Hadith said the sun set in murky boiling water in the Hadith, which is authentic. And now the Muslim, they will say it's not. So where is Gog and Magog? We cannot find them. But is it possible that Allah is hiding them from us? Trillion by numbers, because according to Muslims, at that time, there was one, each one of them, he make 1,000 baby before he die, of those Gog and Magog. Each one of them. So imagine how many trillion of those creatures are exist, but we cannot find them. And they are all behind the dam, and this dam is made from iron, but we cannot find them.
We can zoom in and see everything around us. And there is no massive land hidden from mankind. The response is, Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allahu a'lam. If we believe in the ahadith, this is what the ahadith tell us. This is what the ahadith tell us. And there's a simple rule that Ibn Taymiyyah mentions. Memorize this rule. The Quran and Sunnah does not bring the impossible, but it does bring that which astounds the mind.
Astound the mind.
Is it impossible that somewhere underground Allah has thousands of people living? It's not impossible. It's not.
It's not impossible. But the Quran did not say under the ground. Neither the Hadith. It says behind a dam, you idiot. Damn you. It didn't say under the ground. And trillions of a human being, they are hidden under the ground. I mean, they fabricate underground when the Quran says a dam. He built a dam between two mountains. There's a mountain from here, mountain from there, and they build a dam connection wall between the two mountains, and supposedly Gog and Magog is behind. There's no underground. But this is the same guy who claimed to be a scholar just few months after.
Impossible. It's not surprising that our medieval scholars believe this type of stuff. Obviously, dare I say, anybody who knows science and geography and modern civilization, you cannot believe that there is a tribe for 4,000 years trapped behind a wall. I mean, if you believe this,
if you believe that, you're a donkey. Sorry, you're a mule. But the same guy, he believed in that just a few minutes ago. This is Islam. This is the garbage of Muhammad. This guy supposedly is the Ustaz of Ummimi Hijab. Remember, he called him Ustad, which means my master, my rabbi. Right? If you believe in such a garbage, I don't know what to say. You're a donkey. But he himself, he's saying this is true. Is it impossible for Allah to hide those here from us? Is not impossible.
bring that which astounds the mind. Is it impossible that somewhere underground Allah has thousands of people living? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not surprising that our medieval scholars believe this type of stuff. Obviously, dare I say, anybody who knows science and geography and modern civilization, you cannot believe that there is a tribe for 4,000 years trapped behind a wall. I mean, if you believe this, that's your position.
If you believe that, you are a certified donkey. Sorry, I have to say it to you. You are an idiot donkey. I have to agree. The stories of Muhammad are just a bunch of fiction stories, collection of stories. And the Bible is mentioning Gog and Magog, but Gog is a king, Magog is the land. According to Muhammad, Gog and Magog are two nations. And those nations are behind the wall. And who built the wall? Alexander the Great. And what the wall is made of? From copper and iron. But don't you know that they rust? And weather destroy them? Both of them, copper and rust, and iron. Weather will destroy them. What wall, you donkey? And not to mention, Muhammad, he mentioned that in his time, that the Gog and Magog, they are coming in his time. They open a hole in the wall. He was terrified. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. We will see if I will go live tonight again. But I will give time to people to watch this video. It's not, making too many videos will not give people time to watch what we just did, which is very valuable, right? A lot of reference will arm you to refute the donkeys of Muhammad. And always remember one thing. When you debate a Muslim, never expect somebody telling the truth. They are born liars. The second you are a Muslim, you duct tape. You don't say the truth. You expect somebody, he have a beard, you expect him that to be religious, right? To be a good person. It's the opposite with Muslims. Because they are encouraging Islam even to take an oath, false oath. Allah will not take them accountable for this false oath. This is in the Quran. Muhammad, he said even the man, he can lie to his wife. This is why Mimi Hijab and Ali Dawa, each of them, he have other women, they go ahead to take her to the hotel. And no Muslim get upset because this is their religion. They can lie even to their women. Even the women he slept with her, he denied that he did. It's okay to lie. If you notice the video, which I published a little bit of it, about Mimi Hijab mentioning my name, or Ali Dawa, how worried Muhammad Hijab. You remember how worried he was? Did you? There's David Wood. He will publish a video about the scandal is coming. Anyone knows about it? He was worried. Did you notice? Anyone? Because he's expecting his wife, or not wife actually, he's escort, sex escort, to expose him. Ali Dawa, he jumped, he says, oh, it's not, I don't know about David Wood, but I know that this is a Christian prince. And then he shared the video with him. And then he asked him, is that her voice? He said, yes. But how we can connect the dot together? They are 75 little rats. They are ganging to do what? To fight against a woman he slept with her. For hundreds of times he used her as a sex toy. No shame in Islam. No what? No shame in Islam.
If she dies, it means nothing.
We shouldn't care.
This is not Islam. This is sociopathy cloaked in religiosity. Despite the silence of 75 du'at in that group, including Ani Dawa, the collusion continued.
Salam, guys. I heard that David Wood knew that something would happen, that there would be some kind of scandal, and that there is a video that proves it. Does anyone have that video? We need it ASAP.
Walaikum assalam. Don't know about David Wood, but Christian Prince. And I'll send you videos.
Bring that, please.
Please. You see why he is worried about something is not true anyway. Do you remember when this is come back? He made a video about Elon Musk trying to blackmail him. Anyone remember? What I said at that time? I said this guy, obviously, he knew that he did something very bad. and soon is going to be out. So he's preparing the audience that this is Elon Musk will care for you, stupidity. I mean, who are you? I mean, this guy is busy with a spaceship and Trump. He will be busy with with you and your wife. Guys, Elon Musk. By the way, Elon Musk, in case you don't know, I don't like to talk about it, but it's okay. I mean, I hope you understand. He used to work for me. He used to be working for me as a driver. I kicked him out because always he take the car, he don't tell me where he's going. And then I found him that he go to ice cream shop and he love ice cream. He stay there, he keep ice. He come back, the seat have ice cream, the car ice cream everywhere. I said I cannot take it no. I fired him. Then he hired him. He went to Trump. He said I want to work as a driver. He said what kind of car you use? He said the car of CP. Her name is Tesla. This is a true story, by the way. So Trump, he says to him, do you know how to go backward? He said, no, I can go only forward. I said, okay, this is perfect. I like people to go forward, not backward. So he hired him for 6 months, and then he went backward, so he fired him. And then he went to Twitter, he started saying Christian Prince and Trump, their name in the episteme file, So when he made that video, I am the first one who said, obviously, this guy, he did something really messed up and he is terrified. So he made that video about Elon Musk saying, I am in danger. They send me a message from somebody is very much connected to Elon Musk, but he will not tell us who's this guy. I mean, you can call the police for him. You can sue him. You can screw him, actually. You can be rich if Elon Musk did that to you. I wish he would do that to me. But the coward, he will not say who. They will not show us a message. He will not show us anything because of fabrication. So he was preparing his donkeys to say, listen, something will come out. This is a blackmail of false accusation. I have nothing to do with it. And look how much he is worried. Guys, I heard that David Wood, he is going to publish a video about scandal. Anyone have it? Anyone have it? Please, ASB.
Islam. This is sociopathy cloaked in religiosity. Despite the silence of 75 du'at in that group, including Anidawa, the collusion continued.
Salam, guys. I heard that David Wood knew that something would happen, that there would be some kind of scandal, and that there is a video that proves it. Does anyone have that video? We need it ASAP.
I do.
Wa alaikum assalam. Don't know about David Wood, but Christian Prince. And I'll send you videos.
Bring that, please.
She appeared on lives with the name Sarah. No?
How can we connect the two?
Times.
All right. Hello. 75 rats. They act like men. They grow beard. And then a little women, 75 rats. They are ganging how they can fight her and they can stop her from exposing their sewage. Stinky sewage. 75. Guys, imagine. Not even one of them, he says, shame on you, you idiot. I mean, I will go maybe later tonight just for entertainment and we play that video. What do you think? Should I do? Shall I do it just for comedy to take a break from reading the Quran? Shall we do? Yeah, as soon as possible. It's urgent. We. Hold on. Let me call doctor. Hello? We need the doctor because Mimi Hijab wife, she is in the hotel and now she is publishing stuff. Give them breath. I told you, don't call me. Zakir Naik, every number I call you, jump there. How you are there all the time? I mean, I call California hotel, you are there. I call the police, you are there. You are everywhere. Give them breath. I and Allah is one. Really? Is Allah in my bathroom? Give them breath. First of all, Allah is not in the bathroom. Is he in the earth? First of all, Allah is not in the earth. Is Allah in the tree? As the Quran says. Give the breath. First of all, Allah was not in the tree. That was the voice of Allah. The voice of Allah? So now we have Allah and His voice are separated. Including breath. I have to go because my wife, she need the breastfeeding. She need what? Breastfeeding. Is she an infant? You stupid idiot. I will do breastfeeding from her. Potato. Garbage of Muhammad. So I might come later just to play this video, because I did not make a video about it, actually. I just made short video about this conversation. But we will make a video just for entertainment. It's a Friday, and we can have a break from Muhammad and make it about Lily and his gang, 75 gangs, a bunch of coward coming from the Milky Way. And I use the word milky because it's all about milk and yogurt. Be honest with me. How many of you hate me? How many? How many? I will tell you the first reason you would hate me. Even if you don't, if you like what I say, I make you gain weight because you laugh, you feel happy. You get, according to science, if you are happy, you gain weight. Is that true? Let me call the scientist. Hello? Give them breath. I told you don't call me. Abdul, you strong with you. I said scientist. Are you scientist? Kisram Pence, you are so stupid. My name is Dr. Zakir Naik. That means I am very much scientist. Okay, hold on. Do the sperm come from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman? Kisram Prince, first of all, the scientists prove that Muslim women and only Muslim women, they have a semen coming from the ribs. Only Muslim women? Seriously? Exactly. Are you saying that the boobs the Muslim women they have is not boobs? They are balls? Kisram Prince, this is the first time you're being smart. Man. So those are, they are big, man. Their boobs is not boobs, they are balls. I mean, your wives get balls. Exactly. But why there is like nipples on them? Get some friends. First of all, my wife, she have balls, but they didn't have nipples. So what she have? She have, very hard to explain to you. It's very private. No, tell us. You know, what is exactly there, you know? If they have no nipples, what she have there? Get some friends. Have you ever heard of something called faucet? Faucet what? Faucet. Okay, faucet, one in the sink. Exactly. But why? Because Prophet Muhammad, he said, do breastfeeding. And because we are very conservative, so we don't like anyone to touch our white boobs. So we install faucet. You open the faucet and you drink milk from there. Lord have mercy. He left like a donkey. He never come back as a horse. That is Zakir Naik and his followers. So I might go back again. I will give you a break from me. Just to rest your ears and your brain. Because our program is full of information and maybe some of us will not be able to comprehend. You need a fast processor. And the only one have a fast processor is Muslims. The effect and the symptoms of camel urine. You drink camel urine? You're so smart. Genius. In fact, the word genius is coming from the word genie. And yes, look at this guy here. What was the last verse revealed for Prophet Muhammad? I better go. Otherwise, this is endless. I want to see this girl shaking her head because she resembles Turkey for me. She's a Muslim putting 10 kilograms of makeup, speaking to a sheikh without hijab. Since when you Muslims are allowed to do that? And this guy is a sheikh?
Nobody in the academy affirms the Muslim Sunni science of Hadith. Nobody. It is.
I want to ask you just a question. Do you have really lipstick or you installed something there? I mean, what is exactly in your lips? Look, 10 kilograms of makeup. You can't even see her skin. She is not old. Why you are putting old? I mean, I understand if somebody is old, woman, she's old. Yeah, you know, there's wrinkles, there's etc. But she's young. Muslims, they are very conservative in everything. Everything. You name it. And Yasser Qadi is very conservative. He's speaking to a woman, she is not wearing hijab. According to Muhammad, she is a whore because she is doing decoration into public, including a sheikh. I did not say it. This is what Muhammad said. All right, guys, I will try to come back online. Check my, I post in Patreon if I'm going live. If you like, you can subscribe so you can be informed. It's for free. You do not need to make any donation or anything. It's like Facebook. Just sign your name there. You can use even a fake name. Call yourself Potato Tomato. I don't care. And then the second I post, because YouTube hide my channel, the second I post something, you will receive notification into your email. If you have the app of Patreon, Patreon app will give you notification that Christian Prince, he posted this, and then you will be notified that I'm going live. All right. Thank you very much for being here, and until we see you soon, maybe tonight, maybe, mostly, I hope so. Maybe, mostly, I hope so. You sound like Allah now. Huh? I mean, you are so sure, man. Maybe, mostly, I hope so. I don't know, I feel like Allah now. I feel better about myself. No need no more to feel not good, because I feel confused. Maybe, mostly, I hope so. I'm Allah. I just discovered that I'm Allah. I'm confused. I must be Allah. Otherwise, why I'm confused? You tell me. You tell me. That's deep. That's so deep. So soon we will come back and we will dig together into the deep. Thank you very much. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. Love you all. See ya.